Hello, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Butterfly. Are you ready to dive into shadow work? Shadow work has a lot of buzz around it, and there's a lot of people who are terrified by shadow work. What makes shadow work terrifying? We're going to dive into that in just a moment. So, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Marnie. I am a psychic, I'm intuitive, I'm a tarot card reader, but I am also a certified counselor and a certified past life regressionist and hypnotherapist with more than 20 years' experience. Let's dive into what is shadow work. Shadow work is looking at what triggers us and then looking at our own underlying belief systems. Let's take an example that I came across recently. Someone came over to a friend's house and they commented that the possessions and the quantity of possessions in the house was making them uncomfortable. The original poster then jumped to the conclusion that they needed to declutter. They felt attacked. They felt like they just couldn't win. They have a shadow there. In fact, they have two shadows. One of the shadows is, first of all, people pleasing. I'm a people pleaser, and therefore I have to fix my house because it made my friend uncomfortable. That's the first shadow. Did you see that one coming? Did you see that as a shadow? The second one is the shadow of owning all of these possessions. Someone pointing out the possessions are making them feel uncomfortable. How does the original poster actually feel about their possessions? What is their belief system, their underlying belief system about their possessions? Here's the thing. If the person who made the post that they immediately had to declutter and they have to make their friend feel better, if there was no underlying belief system that their possessions were somehow causing some kind of an issue in the first place, they would not have reacted to their friend's comments that they have a lot of stuff in their house. This is shadow work. It's actually that easy. Okay, from the outside looking in, we can see that the original poster who now feels like they need to declutter their entire house has this shadow. But when we're fully immersed in our belief systems, it's hard to see that it's a shadow. Our triggers are what give us the clarity. If, for example, you are comfortable with all of the possessions in your house, you don't feel like there's too many of them in any way, shape, or form, you probably would not have been triggered or in any way, shape, or form had any kind of emotional or reactive response to a friend commenting about how they were feeling about your possessions. If you don't feel that your possessions are an issue, why would you be triggered about somebody else commenting about how they feel? You wouldn't. So there's no shadow there. But if, on the other hand, you are triggered and you feel like this person was saying it because you think that you need to get rid of your stuff, there's an underlying belief system there. There's a shadow there. And when you unpack that belief system, all of a sudden their comments will not affect you on the same plane. Their comments will not cause a reaction from you. If your belief is, but you haven't admitted to yourself yet that you have way too much stuff, and then someone comments about how much stuff you have, you're going to be triggered. Oh my God, I need to do something about this. But if you actually, truly, honestly believe deep down inside that there is no issue with how much stuff you have in your house, their comments, you will recognize that for what it is. It's their stuff. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up right now. I hope that this helped to explain shadow work a little bit more deeply. We're going to dive more deeply into more people's shadows. And if you have something that has triggered you recently and you'd like to look into what's the underlying belief here? Why was I triggered? Do I even have a shadow around this? Drop me a line either in the comments or you can send me a private message. My email is down below, and let's dive deeper into shadows and see if we can help to clear the energetic attachment that causes us to be triggered. Thank you so much, everyone. If this resonated for you, consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content like this.